Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to my second official skin themed or skincare routine on my channel. The last time I talked about skin was in a video back in 2017, was it? Let me check. 2 years ago. 2018. Okay, I do get quite a few questions about this and I thought I would give you a kind of updated skincare routine because I still don't really have a routine. I am literally the definition of the lowest maintenance person ever. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Like it if you enjoyed it, but I suppose we'll just get talking about skin. But I'm gonna put a disclaimer out straight away and just say that skin, like anything, is so unique and so individual. There is no one size fits all skincare routine. I'm not also trying to sit here and like show off about my skin. Oh my gosh, the battery's dying. I haven't even started the video, right? Yeah, I hope the angle hasn't changed too much. It probably has slightly. Oh, what was I saying? Yeah, so I've never really had to think twice about my skin. I don't really worry about it because I am incredibly lucky to have the skin that I have. I've never suffered with acne. I've never really had a lot of spots. However, I know that it is a real struggle for a lot of people out there, any age, boys, girls. It can take a toll on your mental health. For example, my sister has completely different skin to me and obviously I don't know what it feels like, but I live with someone who's had skin struggles, we should say. But yeah, so with that kind of disclaimer out there, I thought I would just, share a bit more about my skin, give you some updates. Let's get talking about skin. Okay, so essentially since the end of 2017, I have been washing my face with literally just water in the evenings. Every evening when I have my one shower of the day, I just let the water splash over it. Sometimes I get a bit of hand motion and that's literally it. I do work out, run in the mornings at the moment, and sometimes I get a bit sweaty. I don't really sweat too much, but I don't really touch my face when I kind of freshen up in the mornings afterwards. So it is literally in the evening when I wash my face with water, then I step out the shower and I do nothing. That's what I've been doing for the majority of the time since the end of 2017. So it's kind of been like over 2 years since I started this, and it simply did start as an experiment because I was in the shower one day and I remember trying to conjure up a skincare routine. Before this, I was using a bit of soap in the shower, like a natural Faith in Nature soap or something, and then I used this witch hazel toner and then a bit of moisturizer. And then one day I got in the shower and decided I was just not gonna use anything. I was just gonna use water. And I just thought, you know, if I'm using products like a toner or a moisturizer or a soap in the shower and I'm not seeing any changes in my skin, then why would I keep using them? That was my logic. So yeah, that's what I've been doing since. I don't know, this obviously won't work for everyone, but it works for me. Yeah, I don't know, my skin like is very, I don't know what you say, resistant, and you know, I touch my skin with my face. I don't really care too much. I try and just really let my skin do its thing. In my skincare routine video back in 2018, I did mention 5 things that I kind of thought helped my skin, so I thought I would recap those because some of the things have changed. So I said first of all that I drink a lot of water. That has not changed. You guys see me drink so much water from this mason jar. I drink a lot of water. Yes, I am vegan. I eat a very whole foods, plant-based diet, which may or may not help my skin. I don't really know because I was vegan before I kind of made this change, and as I said, my skin has never really changed. When I think back though, like way back before I was even vegetarian, when I used to eat meat and dairy and everything, I think I did go through a bit of a phase when I had like, I don't know, a bit more redness to my cheeks or some lumps and stuff. I think it was when I kind of hit puberty, and then after that I kind of went vegetarian, then vegan, and my skin has literally only gotten better. I'm not gonna sit here and make any like bold statements about a plant-based or vegan diet and skin because there is evidence to support and refute everything, and I think it's just about trying things as well. Just try it yourself. Okay, those were 2 things. I also said that I used this spin brush that I had from Aldi. I don't use that anymore. There was no like reason. It was just the fact that I forgot about it. In my 3rd year of uni, it was always there in my shower, but I literally never used it. And then after university, I got rid of it because I didn't use it. What was the point in owning it? I think I just liked the zhuzhing vibration, like occasionally in the shower to spice up my shower. I quite like that, I think, but there was no other benefit that I really saw. So yeah, screw the spin brush. I also heard a few things that it might potentially damage your skin, like physically damage it, so I was like, well, let's just get rid of it. Another thing I mentioned was that I change my pillowcase every week. I try and flip them, which now I wouldn't say I do as much. I'm just not really on it. Making my bed in general, it's the worst thing. I hate making my bed. Yeah, that's why I don't do it. Like, how often should you change your bed? I don't know, every 6 weeks? Mine's like every 6 years, honestly. Sorry, I'm just kind of moving up and down on this chair. I don't know why. Yeah, so those were 4 things, and then the 5th was that I turned my shower really cold at the end, which I would still do, but okay, at the moment our shower is stiff as anything, like rotten. The dial thing where you change the temperature and it won't change. I literally stand there in the shower every day wrestling this dial trying to get it to go cold, and it doesn't. And if I do get it to go cold, it's literally freezing and I can't change. Oh, like, no, I just can't physically at the moment because our shower just doesn't allow me to. I will do it again in the future because I actually really like it. I really like finishing my shower cold. I just think it's so, I don't know, refreshing. I'm like, ah, it's so cold and it's so almost painful, but I just love it. The reason why I do it, we'll say do it, even though I kind of don't right now, is because it kind of closes your pores. So yeah, the major change was the removal of the spin brush from my what I call routine, and yeah, that's essentially what I do. Okay, and now I just kind of want to talk about what happened in, oh, when was it? 2018 again, but later in 2018, like June of 2018, when I finished my 2nd year. I noticed some changes in my skin because, and I'm pretty sure it was because of the fact that I was put on a really short course of antibiotics. Quick backstory, essentially I finished my exams, my immune system was obviously not doing too great after exams. I was really stressed. My wisdom teeth were coming through and I got pericoronitis. I think that's how you say it. It's like inflammation of your wisdom teeth. It was just one of them. But anyway, I had this bacterial infection, had this x-ray, they put me on amoxicillin. I took, when I looked back at it, 21 tablets, and each tablet I took every 8 hours. It was like a month's course, I suppose, of antibiotics. I finished it, completed it. I think it did help get rid of the infection, which is great. But on the other hand, what it did was it really affected my gut and my digestive system, and I then saw that flare up in my skin. So I didn't get acne, but I did get a lot of underlying bumps on my forehead in particular and like my temples, but it wasn't very obvious. And I don't want to exaggerate it. It was really quite minor, but I noticed it. You know, we all notice these small changes about ourselves. Yeah, so they definitely weren't pussy spots. They were just underlying spots, bumps on the top of my face, my forehead, and here. And so like, I don't know for sure, but I am quite certain that it was the changes in my gut that led to changes in my skin. I wasn't also taking a probiotic alongside, a probiotic tablet, or eating lots of sauerkraut or fermented foods or kimchi that are probiotics. Like, I'm not a doctor, medical professional, no, but I just think it's wise to take a probiotic and be mindful of eating a lot of prebiotic foods whilst you're on antibiotics, because they really do and can affect your gut, your microbiota, all of the bacteria that reside mostly in our large intestines. And so yeah, this very short course of antibiotics led to these changes in my gut and my skin that lasted for about a year. It was quite long lasting. And with my gut health, for example, my digestion had been so good since I first went vegan. We don't need to talk about it necessarily in this video, but yeah, my digestive health was so great until I went on these antibiotics. The worst thing for me was that I remember randomly bloating. Literally, it was so random. I would not have eaten anything for a couple of hours, just in between meals, like normal, and I would randomly bloat. It was so strange. And I remember feeling so uncomfortable sometimes. I'd never bloated like that before in my whole life. It got better as time went on, but it took a long time for my digestive health and therefore my skin to get back to the state I was before I went on antibiotics. And to me, like, it just told me how powerful antibiotics can be. It's just crazy how everything is so just connected. So yeah, that's that little story time. And the final thing I want to talk about is, what did I do in Australia? We're talking about Australia, the once daily. What did I do in Australia? Because obviously I was wearing sun cream pretty much every day. Or for example, what do I do if I sometimes put makeup on? I want to kind of address those two things. So in Australia, let's cast our minds back. Right, so in Australia, sorry, I tried quite a few sun creams actually, but my favorite was the Sunbum. And yeah, I was putting it on my face, my whole body pretty much. When I first put it on, I was literally just trying to wash it off with water, and then when I'd FaceTime Emily at home, who is literally paranoid about everything skin and skincare, she was like, Holly, you cannot just wash it off with water, it won't come off, you'll be left with this residue on your skin, what are you doing? So I was like, oh, you know, maybe I'll use some soap. So I did use some soap, and I took with me Dove soap when I was traveling. I was literally quite rushed in the few days before leaving, and mum was like, literally just throw some Dove soap in your bag and use it. And I was like, okay, we'll take the Dove soap, because it's literally like my mum's favorite soap. I don't even know. Dove is owned by a brand that's not technically cruelty free, it's not very natural, but it is quite a basic soap. It's not got too much fragrance. And if I do use sun cream now, say I go on a run and it's quite sunny, I will do the same in the evening. I might add some soap in there to wash my face, but that's literally just to get off the sun cream and because Emily moans at me otherwise. In Australia, I actually was using a moisturizer as well. Oh my gosh, I forgot about that, because I basically finished it up. That was like the first time I finished a makeup product. Like, wow, I finished something. Oh, it was an Eco Tan moisturizer. Yeah, if I do use Dove soap, my skin feels drier, less hydrated. What am I talking about? Have I said everything? Sorry, like, I'm just so distracted. Ah, yeah, that's all we need to say. If I wear makeup, which is literally not at all. But for example, say when I was at university and dancing and doing dance competitions, and we'd wear makeup, obviously, stage makeup, a lot of makeup, I would use soap to wash it off. Oh yeah, before that, should have said, I did actually first start using coconut oil to take off my makeup, because it did remove it quite well. But I did realize that coconut oil, being so thick and heavy as an oil, would clog my pores. I didn't really like it, to be honest with you. So I would just use like makeup wipes. I didn't go out and buy any makeup wipes. I was just using up what we had left in the house, because Emily doesn't use makeup wipes. She tells me that they're not too great for my skin, but it was just really convenient, and that's what I would do. In the future, I think I might get like a reusable makeup remover cloth thing, like the, what are they called? Are they called like Face Halo? I think that's like one brand, but there are probably lots of brands. Face Halo? Yeah, these makeup remover pad things that are reusable. So I might get one of those to use when I decide to put makeup on my face. And then in the shower, I'd probably use soap again. So I probably should get a moisturizer to use during those times when I do use soap, because soap will dry out your skin, I'm pretty sure. It definitely feels that way. I mean, we should say my skin type, you would say, is just so dry. It's literally drier than the Sahara, and I've probably said that before, but it is very true. My whole body is so dry, like my hands. We all know about my hands, the holy hands, okay? I did have eczema when I was younger, so I am just a dry, shriveled raisin. There is no questioning that. And my skin, my face, it's the same, it's dry. In the future, it is likely that I would maybe use like a moisturizer, because I think a bit of moisture might help once in a while. Okay, so yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Like it if you did. As always, comment down below if you have any more questions or anything like that. And yeah, if you want to stick around, you can subscribe. I will speak to you very soon in another video, very soon. So yeah, bye for now. Bye.